welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I live in Minnesota. I always say that because I always want to know where people are. There I am. I was afraid I was going to be in the wrong place, but I think I'm in the same place I always am, live on my page on Facebook. I'm toying with the idea of being live on YouTube. Let me know if that's something you would like. I think I'm to a point where I want to expand my horizons, as they say. So let me know if you would like me to be live on YouTube as well. I do post the recordings on YouTube, but I think it'd be fun to interact with more people. Not that I don't love the people who join me. So I'm rambling. Let's get busy. So hopefully you know where to find me. If you're interested in shopping with me, I go by North Star Stamper, North Star Stamper at stampinup.net. You'll find all kinds of fun things there. And I'm putting more and more on my website, on my blog. You can find my host code there. You can find information about the upcoming paper pumpkin there. Let me know if you have trouble navigating that, and I can do a walkthrough or something if that would help. So let me know how I can help you, because that's why I'm here. I want to help. And yes, I want to get you stamping more. So to that end, our class for this month is going to focus on the Pick of the Patch bundle. It is a photopolymer stamp set, and it has a coordinating punch. And we're going to use this a lot tonight. So hello. Hi, Kathy and Christine and Melissa and who else? Anne. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate that. And thank you for saying hello. It's nice to know who's here because I don't always know. All right, so Pick of the Patch is my class kit, my card class for the month. So when you purchase anything from me online, and I have a host code, isn't it silly? I have it memorized. Melissa, does that happen to you too if you're still here? You memorize your host code? It's WPN73CJE. I think I've typed it often enough in the last 2 days that I know what it is. So use that host code, and with an order of $35 or more, you will get 4 card kits, 2 of each of these, and I'm going to make them real quick for you tonight. I can't send stamped images, but I can send pieces, I can send die cuts, I can send twine, in this case it's trim, I can send envelopes, I can send cardstock, I can emboss the cardstock for you, but the stamping and the punching in this case, you'll have to do on your own. If you don't have the Pick of the Patch stamp set, another fall set might do. I meant to look through former or old paper pumpkins to see if we had a little pumpkin in a September kit in years past. So these are the kits you'll get with a $35 purchase of anything in my store the month of October. And you'll get 2 of each of those. If your order is over $50, you'll get 2 of each of these. Are they still in there? 2 of each of these and 2 of these. This one was so fun to put together, and I could take a long time, so I'm going to try to be quick. Smaller stamps obviously fit inside these little holes. Do you recognize the die? That die, excuse me, I'm already needing water, is the Gone Fishing dies. So I'm going to use, that was Crumb Cake, and I added ink to it, the tackle box, and then the Very Vanilla is this layer. So I'll die cut those for you, but obviously the stamping and punching you'll have to do on your own. That first one, the embossing here was the Fall Leaf 3D embossing folder. This is an online exclusive. I think it was in last fall's mini catalog and they kept it as an online exclusive. So I've been using it a lot. It's been really fun. So this one I used a blending brush to add the green to the white cardstock. We're going to use Daubers today just to see what kind of effect we get with that. Okay, one last thing. If you order before October 10th, I was going to say August, before October 10th, I have some extra All About Autumn Designer Series paper. This has been unavailable. This has been the hottest commodity, I think, in this mini catalog, and I have a lot. I will give you a sampling. I don't know how much I'll give you. It depends how many orders I get, honestly, but I'll give you a few sheets of these if you order and get my kits before October 10th. And I say October 10th because Tony and I leave on October 15th, and I want to get your kits in the mail to you before I leave. So that's my current offering. I'm working on another one for October, but that's what I have for now. It's my October card class, free with purchase. All right, we're going to go in order. I kind of am thinking of this as card A. So I have a, let me know if you have questions. And hello, Kathy. Hello, hello. And Melissa says she does remember hers. Isn't it funny? All right, so your kit will come like this. Melissa, does this look familiar? I learned from her. I saw some training. I'm in some training right now, and Melissa was part of that. So I have a early espresso card base. I might score yours. I haven't decided. All right, we'll set that aside. And then we have 2 pieces of white, one for the inside that we'll stamp on, and one that'll be embossed. You can see that? Yep. With the leaves. So let me grab a bunch of inks here. One of those later cards includes wild wheat jute trim. I keep calling it twine. So I think I'm going to add that to my colors today. I have crushed curry, Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight. I'm replacing this one. This one looks too much like Cajun Craze to me. So I replaced that. I ordered it today. Early Espresso, I need to replace this one too. This is very, very dark, and I think it's supposed to be more brown. But anyway, Mossy Meadow and Pumpkin Pie, of course, for our pumpkins. So I'm going to try some new things and different things, and we'll see how it goes. So your kit will also include, so those are the basic card pieces. But to get my pumpkins, can you tell that I punched them? I hope you can. I will include some white pieces, scraps, but they will be big enough that you'll be able to stamp and punch your pumpkins, your leaves, and the little stem right there. So your kit will come with some of those too. Let's start with the front. And I hope this goes well because I do not have another one of these. Let's do a little pumpkin pie. And I have my Daubers. You can see this one's already had orange on it. So this card, I used a blending brush in Mossy Meadow ink. So I'm going to ink up, and very lightly. Oh, I like that. And if you're very gentle, you can just let the ink come off the dauber and add ink to, let me move that out of the way, move over a little bit. Add ink to that. I'm going to try a little wild wheat. This is one of our in colors. Kind of dark when you do this. I like it though. Our leaves at my house look like this. Have leaves started changing colors where you live? I'm going to add a few green because I can. I think this is my green dauber. Mossy Meadow. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? There we go. Did I get them all? No, a couple there. A couple there. No, baby one right there. So just very gently. Like I said, I'm letting the ink come off the dauber. So there's our card this time. So this card's going to look very different than my first card. I am intentionally leaving this space blank so that you can fit a sentiment there. Let me go back and see if Anne is here. Anne is here, and I see my mom and dad and Alma. Sometimes I miss people, which is why I don't always like saying hello to people, because I know I miss people. I know I missed Alma and Anne the other day. So hello, and then hello to Chuck if he's watching with Christine, and hello to my mom and dad and Alma. And what was I going to ask? I asked about colors at your house. Oh, yes, Anne, you suggested that this would make a good Thanksgiving card, and that's absolutely true. So whatever sentiment you have, I'm leaving enough space that it'll fit a larger sentiment. If you don't have a sentiment that fits in that space, I got ink on that. Let's clean up a little bit. Use one of these pieces, stamp your sentiment, cut it out or die cut it or punch it, and then put it on top. Or if you stamp incorrectly or imperfectly, you can cover it up like that. So far we're doing good. All right. And I think I'm going to change my colors here. We need to stamp. My favorite part is stamping. Let's do this Halloween. I like that this stamp set has Happy Halloween on it. We didn't have a paper pumpkin with Halloween this year. Usually we do. Photopolymer stamp set. I'm using my cushion underneath. I'm going to use pumpkin pie and put, sorry if I was in the way. That'll do. This will go, I won't say it too loud, but this will go to one of my kids. Alright, let's make some pumpkins. I am very fortunate that I have a lot of blocks. And I like the little ones for the tendrils, I believe they're called. And I'm missing one of those. Alright. If you don't have little blocks, take your larger block. You can use one end there, flip it over. We'll put the other leaf there. I want the stem on a baby little A block. That's good for now. No, I like this one. This is one of my favorite stamps. It's the other little tendril. All right. Let's get some pumpkins going here. Here's my scrap. I'm going to turn that over. We'll leave pumpkin pie open. Let's just keep this simple. We'll just use pumpkin pie. Although I might change my mind. So I'm going to look at my punch to see which direction. So I want to put my paper in this way so I can see which direction I need to stamp these pumpkins. So it was this direction. Actually, I should have started on this end. So let's switch. Let's do some other little pumpkins. And the other pumpkin that fits in the punch is this one. But this time, you can see the top is to the left. Let's see, how's this going to go? I did this wrong, didn't I? Let's get another piece. I should have started on the... I'm left-handed, so I'd like to start on the left. I should have started on the right. It'll work. I guess this time I am doing the left because I am going to come in from the right. Does that make sense? Hopefully you've done enough punching that you know what I'm trying to say. So when I feed this in, I can punch just this guy. And then move it up and punch again. I turn it over because otherwise things go flying. This one I did the wrong direction because if I try to punch this one first, you can see that I'm going to mess up that one. So I'm going to cut this. And then we'll start from, so basically you're starting from the outside of the punch and working in. And now that, and getting this lined up is going to be tricky. Hold on. There we go. And see, I'll have a few crumbs, I'll call them, but I do get a nice image there. All right. While my stamps are out, I'm going to stamp some stems. Again, well, the stem is at the top there. So I want it going the same direction as the punch. So I do like to look at it. And on this side, I punched 4.
Oh my gosh, they turned on me.
All right. And let's punch those real quick. This you could use a very narrow strip. You could just punch dark paper, green paper, brown paper, depending on what color your stems are going to be. And hopefully I can find those when I need them. All right, let's put those out of the way. Clean up a little bit. Okay. What next? Let's do some more stamping. Let's see if there's spaces on here that I can stamp some leaves. I'm going to move that out of the way because this card's going to look very different. So here are leaves. I'm going to fill in some of these holes with these leaves.
I was gonna tell you.
Turn that over. And we're going to put them down here. They're probably going to be covered by our pumpkins, but that's okay. And if you misstamp, that's all right. You can cover it with a pumpkin or another leaf. All right, let's bring this back. And our punch. So we only have a punch that coordinates with this really round leaf. And it is straight up and down. So you look at the shape there, and that's the way we're going to punch across our paper. So I'm going to put the round on the bottom. We may have to trim that. All right. Just cleaning off with a piece of chamois because I don't want to get ink everywhere. So I think I already have. Let's punch these. So right like that, I am wasting a bit of there we go. So it would be better. I will send you narrower cardstock for this, and that one's not working either. I punched them stamped them too close together. That's right. We'll go with 2. All right. Let's stamp on the inside of our card. I think I put it down there, and I also want to stamp my envelope. All right, here is the inside of our card. Let's just do some quick. One there. Oh, you know what? This stamp set has a jack-o'-lantern face right there. I don't have any more little blocks. I'm missing a block. And we're going to use early Espresso for our jack-o'-lantern's face. Let's turn one of these. Let's turn this little guy into a jack-o'-lantern too. Just like that. All right, and we need some tendrils here. My envelope. Where did it go? I don't think that's it. It's up here with more scraps. Let's just put leaves. Like this. There's our envelope. Clean, clean, clean. And I have mess everywhere. Our envelope. The inside of our card, we just need a stem. We'll make it a green stem. All right, let's put our card together. And this is card number 1. I just opened a brand new bottle of glue, so we'll see how this goes. This is going to be a longer video, I can tell already. There's the inside. Not quite straight. There we go. And our layer. When it's embossed like this, I do add extra glue just because it's not flat. You could put this at an angle. I did plan for this to be, although you could put it at an angle. You can add whatever you want, right? It's your card. I'm just giving you ideas on ways to use this. Okay, let's put some pumpkins here. And I think we'll put the little one there. All right, let's add some glue to this. This is the easiest way I know of to add little pieces, just like that. Actually, I'm going to do the other one to the back side. I got a lot of glue on that. All right. Do you send Halloween cards? I only did because Paper Pumpkin would give us treat packages for Halloween. So I think my kids have come to expect it. And some dimensionals. You know what? Let's do these flat. And we'll just pop up the middle one. Put that there. I have to be careful not to stack them. You can see all that glue there. Once that's dry, like tomorrow, I'll use my adhesive eraser and clean that up so that it won't stick to paper in front of it. Gonna get a placement there, just like that. And dimensionals. And I have some leaves, and they get mini dimensionals. Are my ink pads being open making you nervous? They're making me a little nervous. Just a little. You know what? We're going to cover up that glue with a leaf. Now I don't have to worry about it. See, there's tricks to everything. Maybe you were thinking that. So cover it up with a leaf, Sue. And hold on, let me look at my card. We need one on top of this one, and I have one more, don't I? Somewhere. Maybe not. I don't see it. I do have another pumpkin though. Maybe we'll put that on the inside. Let's decide. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do that. One more little pumpkin that I had left. And there's a Cajun Craze stem. Probably from another card. Let's do that. And we need some more green. I just covered up all the green there. That and a couple leaves. And that is card number 1. In my blog, I called it card A, or somewhere along the way. That is card number 1. All right, and that'll be embossed. You just need to add a little ink to that to get that to show. Okay, moving on. Moving on. This one, I don't know if this will take longer or not. All right, so we have a Cajun Craze. No, we have a Blackberry Bliss card base. This is card number 2, or card B, as I was calling it. And there is a layer on the inside. I kind of like those little leaves. We're going to set that to the side. I don't think I used this at all. But it was kind of fun to use Blackberry Bliss and Cajun Craze. Turn that over. Alright, so we have Cajun Craze. I have 2 pieces of distressed gold specialty paper. I had thought about trying to stamp on this. If anybody has tried that, let me know. I don't want to do it now and get all flustered, so I'm not going to do that. So there's 2 pieces of distressed gold specialty paper. I have a banner out of crumb cake and a circle out of crumb cake, and then your kit will include some wild wheat in colored dots. I don't know how many. Maybe not that many. I don't know. So looking at this card, I stamped on my Cajun Craze in Cajun Craze. So let's get that out first. And I was just trying to use all the stamps in here. And I think I did a pretty good job of using them all. And I need this twig. I don't know what else to call it, but a twig. And we're going to use Cajun Craze. So I'm just going to stamp in the corner, and then we'll place our gold to see if I have stamped well or not. So let's see how we're going to do this. If you notice on my card, I did not line things up. I did them at an angle just to add a little interest. So this, I'm going to, can't put it at much of an angle, but an angle like that. Oh yeah, I think I stamped well. There we go. Let's adhere it. This one might be a little quicker. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. You will need adhesives, obviously, to put your cards together. This distressed gold is in the annual catalog. It has been so popular they can't keep it in stock. I think it's available now. No, maybe it's not. I don't know, but I have some. I think I bought some not knowing I already had it. No, I don't like that. There, that's better. You can see there's a little glue on that gold one, but it's going to be covered up with our banner. Let's do the banner next. I'm going to do a Harvest of Blessings. I like that sentiment. It'll be a good Thanksgiving card. And I'm out of blocks, so I think, let's see. I'm just going to put that on the case. Harvest of Blessings. Let's do it in Cajun Craze. Hold on, I need to pull it near me. Make sure it's well inked with photopolymer. You can see that. I'm putting it up near the top a little bit. On my sample, I stamped in Blackberry Bliss and then stamped the leaves in Blackberry Bliss. This one's going to be different. Nope. These little ones. Oh, let's do Cajun Craze. So I'm going to turn it as I go. You can see I misstamped. So I'm just going to stamp right over the top of it. You and I are the only ones that will know. So that's Cajun Craze on crumb cake. All right, set that aside. And our circle. Let's see. Let's get another stamp out. I really like this tall pumpkin and the baby pumpkin. They're just so cute. I have more blocks. We're going to put one on, flip it over, and put it on another side. I'm just going to put this near the bottom. It makes her a very dark one. So let's try something else. I'm going to, let's just do the baby pumpkin in pumpkin pie. Sorry, I'm not looking at comments. Thank you, Kathy. She said card number 1 was sweet. Okay, so I'm going to use the bigger pumpkin again. I'm going to ink it up in pumpkin pie. Sorry, I'm off camera. Ink it up in pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to take a sponge dauber, not that one. We'll just take the orange one. And I'm going to put some Cajun Craze. Let's put it on the side. Last time I used, on my other cards, I used blending brushes. This time that I'm using a dauber, just to see how different it looks. I have to turn it right so I can see. You can see I misstamped the side of that pumpkin. So I'm just going to cover it up with this one. It doesn't look that different. So that's a dauber versus a blending brush. So you can't see this one versus this one. Not that different. A little more blended here. I don't know. Let's see. We need some stems. Let's make them green. Here, I have a trick. I have another trick. I have so many tricks. I don't want a tall stem for my little pumpkin, so I'm just going to ink up the top of my stem, and then I can see right where my ink is, and put that lower on so you can change the size of your stem. That was kind of fun. Let's add some of these in green. And maybe one leaf. I have to find my one leaf also in green. These are my favorite stamp sets. I could just play all day and come up with lots of ideas. I've thought about making like a down the side of a card. Anyway, okay. What else do I need? I think we're good. This is our card where we're going. My other idea. Okay, so I'm going to give you 12 inches of this wavy trim. And so I just cut 6 inches was too long, so I had to trim it just to give some texture to my card. But I also, in my sample here, I tore it apart. I know, I paid good money to have them weave my trim. Well, I took it apart, and this is what I got. It looks like a mess, I know, but I'm going to take, I've learned that 8 inches is about the right length. So I'm just going to take a piece of that. And we're going to make a bow for the front. Okay, I forgot the inside. Let's do the inside real quick. We'll just do a couple little pumpkins. I liked the tall one. You know what? We're going to try something different. I'm going to ink it up in wild wheat and then add pumpkin pie to the side, and let's see what that looks like. Ooh, interesting. I like that one. I really like colors. Can you tell? That's awesome. That there's a gourd. There's a gourd on here. Wouldn't that be awesome with these colors too? So that was wild wheat and pumpkin pie with a dauber. All right, let's add some tendrils. Just one there. Oh, envelope. Let's do that again. Pumpkin pie. There's probably still some on there. Or did I go the other way? I don't know. We're going to do this right there. Awesome. Get these back. And leaf. See, once you have your stamps out, you can just go to town. It'd be easy to make a whole bunch of these. What am I missing? Stem. We'll do green stems. I don't think they're supposed to be green. They're usually brown by the time we pick them. All right, is that everything? I think that's everything. So we have our envelope. Yeah, I have green somewhere. We have the inside of our card. And we have our pieces. I just need to tie a bow. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Oh, I'll give it a shot. All right, so I'm going to make 2 loops on either side and tie an overhand knot. Oh, look at that. I like how rustic it is. Maybe this is going to work. Maybe. Here we go. All right, and we'll trim that down once we get our card together. Oh, I have ink all over my hands. Okay. Sorry, we are going to go probably an hour because that last card has lots of stamping on it. All right, this is the inside. Adhesive. Okay, and then on here, oh, it stuck down just because I had adhesive on there. Okay, this one's going to go here. I do want dimensionals. Right, like that. All right, so this one I'm going to put on top. Sorry, that was just put on with dimensionals. And I like that you can still see the gold around it. So I want this here, but I don't want to put this side on dimensionals. So I actually have some old glue dots from a kit. I don't even know what kit they were from. Maybe Paper Pumpkin. I don't know. So put those on there. About even with it is one dimensional. And then on the very end is another dimensional. Yep. First I thought I put it on the wrong. And then I know it's going to adhere because I have two glue dots there. It's going to adhere there and then there. And as long as I don't put that on top of that, we're going to have a nice level. Just like that. Okay, we're almost done. I'm going to use another glue dot for my bow. Let's put it right there. There's already some adhesive there because I moved my, just like that. Trim the tails. Use my Take Your Pick tool to pick up some of these. And these are the wild wheat in color dots. And I'm going on the gold. I'm going to put another little one right there. Card number 2. And an envelope. And stamped on the inside. Alright, card number 3. And this is our bonus card. If your order is over $50 this month in October. Lots of stamping, and I did a little masking so that the stamped images in these two didn't go outside. So let's get busy with that. So I'll have everything cut for you. When I cut this frame piece, I get 5 of these. There's only 4 here, but I'm going to send these to you. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with too many of these, and I'm not going to know what to do with them. They would be great for a sentiment on another card. You could even put it as a sentiment on this card if you want. I don't know. But I'm going to send you these because I don't want them, to be honest with you. It becomes clutter in my area. All right. Let's move those. I don't know where to put them, so I can find them again. All right. So there's our frame. Let's see. I'm distracted. Okay, one of these will be rounded and one will not be rounded. The not rounded one, the square corners, goes inside your card. The rounded one coordinates with the edges of this piece. I'm going to do this the same way I did before. To get my tree in this one, and I like that, what I did was I put a mask down at the bottom. That's too high. I might be off camera. No, I'm good. So I'm going to line this up about where I want it. I wish these weren't yellow. I don't know if I have any other colors. So this is where I'm going to mask this side. And I'll hold it up. So I've masked off the edges, so I know where I can stamp because I don't want to go outside this rectangle. So, sorry, I'm going to go sideways this way. And then we're going to start with our tree. Look at that. We've used almost all the stamps in here, and we will with this one. So my tree is going to be early espresso. You could use pecan pie would be fun. That's a good tree trunk color. I'm going to go down a little bit. Sorry, do you want to see the card again while I make this? Would that help? So you can see what I'm working on. There. All right. Then we're going to use
rat.
this. Can you hear Andrew on the other side? He's gaming. Let's take that off. Okay, let's do some wild wheat leaves. We'll just do two.
No. That's a terrible idea.
And I really like the Blackberry Bliss. Let's do different. Cajun Craze. Now let's bring our
we can play this
grid, for lack of a better word, back and see how we did. So the grid is going to go there. This is the longest one. Not bad. I think we're going to leave it just like that.
No, there's three.
Okay. Post-it notes come in handy for lots of things, like masking. I'm just going to leave this in place. Actually, I'll take one of those again. Just to hold it in place for a moment. Okay. Just to hold it in place while I stamp these other ones. I do like the Happy Halloween there, but I'm going to use a darker color. Let's use Blackberry Bliss. And that little pumpkin is so, so cute. Oh. I'm going to turn all my stamps towards me so I can see them. That's right. This little baby pumpkin, we're going to put him in pumpkin pie. I'm going to move this just for a minute, just in case. Okay, and then a little stem. I need a tiny little baby stem. We'll do Cajun Craze. Again, I'm just gonna get the tip of the stamp in ink, and I'm gonna put it off to the side like that. So there's two done. That was quicker. Let's put a big pumpkin down here, the big fat squat one, if I can find it. We'll do pumpkin pie, some Cajun Craze, my dauber. I'm going to put him down to the right corner, and a stem. We'll just do Cajun Craze. That bird is so cute, I'm going to grab him. So there are only 2 pumpkins and a few sentiments. Oh, there's dots. I forgot about the dots. Let's add some dots to some of these. All right. I don't want to lose all these, though. I think we're done with this one. Pick that one up. I'm just putting them on the case. Where was I? Bird. Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. And he's going to be in early espresso. You could use black. My early espresso has gotten very dark, though, so we're just going to put it right on there. I misstamped, but I can go back and line it up perfectly and finish his head. Pull that off, and so you can see how we're doing so far. So you can play around. You could repeat things if you have fewer stamps. That's all right. That works too. All right. What else do we have? I should have stamped more pumpkins. Let's ink up. Sorry, I'm out of picture here. Ink and pumpkin pie. I think I'm liking this. Can you tell? And Cajun Craze. I remember to stamp on the right side because I go in from the left when I punch. Alright, and then we're gonna stamp one here. That little one is so cute, but we'll do a tall one. Let's do Cajun Craze. Actually, I changed my mind. Whoa. Ink everywhere. We're gonna do Wild Wheat with Cajun Craze again. Right there. Oh, I really like that. And let's add one of these in brown because we can, because we have ink. All right, short stem on him. Did I have one more stem? Nope. Stem there. Sorry, I hope you're chatting amongst yourselves. Are you telling me what I should be doing? I should look more often. Oh, thank you, Kathy. My masking technique with my, to cover that spot. So I put a little adhesive or wet glue on there, and that'll go right on top. There, I have one left. What did I do up here on my other card? And now I lost my card. It's right here. Oh, I just did random stamping. I really like that tall pumpkin, so we're gonna do some tall pumpkins. Actually, I saw a stack of pumpkins, but they kind of look like a snowman, so we're just gonna do a couple. All right, so I'm trying to decide where to put this. I think right there. And if that's not right, close enough. I have so many stamps out, it's funny. Let's do the tall one in Wild Wheat plus Cajun Craze just at the bottom. How's that? Can move this out of the way. There, that doesn't look like a snowman. A stem. And dots. Let's put dots in Wild Wheat. Let's put some here too. Why not? See, there's a little smudge here. Let's cover it up with some dots. All right. I think we're good. The last thing. All right. Hold on, hold on. I didn't stamp my envelope. Let's just do the same. Wild Wheat. And I didn't get it completely inked. It's all right. I'll add ink with my dauber on the front of my envelope. Quick stem. Whoa, it's sliding. And a little tendril. Good. There's our envelope. This was our layer. You can see I got some ink on there. We're just going to do the same thing. Different stamps though. Hold on. A lot of stamping. Can you tell I like to stamp? I really, really do. Wild Wheat and whatever ink was on there. Oh. Make sure it's clean. Two of those. That baby one is just so cute. I inked it up in pumpkin pie and whatever colors on here. I think it was Cajun Craze is going to go just like that. All right, some stems on these guys. And then we put the card together. Oh gosh, sorry I'm so late. I should have warned you ahead of time. So I want tall stems for our tall pumpkins. I'm just cleaning off my block and just inking up the tip of it for my baby pumpkin. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then we're going to add some of these. I'm liking this wild wheat with my pumpkins. Last thing, dots. All right. Let me clean up my fingers so I don't get ink on everything. Okay, let's put this card together. I'm going to leave brown out. I thought of one more thing I want to do, and I did it on this card. I colored the cake, crumb cake divider. Like I said, it's supposed to be a fishing tackle box. I used brown ink with a blending brush, but we're going to use a dauber. That's not the right one. This one brown, that one's brown. Looks like it has some pumpkin pie, or pecan pie. I'm getting those two mixed up all the time now. Pecan pie and pumpkin pie. All right. This die is very detailed. It gives you ridges, which you can't really tell. Here, let me ink half of it, and then I'll show you. You can already see it coming out. Can you see the difference there? So without ink, you can't tell that there's ridges. But once it's inked, you see the ridges. So I'm going to continue. I thought about doing this ahead of time, but I really wanted you to see how I put this kit together. And telling you how I did it just isn't the same. I'm just going to make this a little darker in spots. There we go. Let me clean my hands again. I got ink all over them. Okay. Card base. And our inside. I really like those colors. Would not have thought of those. Or I should say, I had not thought of them till this afternoon. When I added the wild wheat bow to my card, here's the card we're working on, is when I thought, oh, I should be using wild wheat ink on my card. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. All right, and then my layer. You can't tell what that's going to be yet, can you? But I used the divider as a guide. Did you see in the mini catalog they used the same idea with Christmas? And there was a teddy bear, and I don't remember what else. It's in the stamp set that has the rocking horse, but they did this with the Christmas theme. That's where I was going with that. Okay, to put this on, I'm going to use these glue dots. Glue dots can just go on these wider spots, but when we need narrower glue, you can just kind of roll it in between your fingers and put it right there. So you can see there's a glue dot, or like a glue ball. So I pick it up with my take your pick tool, take this liner off, maybe. And the glue, I don't know if you can see that. The glue stays, yes you can. The glue stays on the tip. And so wherever the joints are, so these points, and then in the corners. So while I do this, I'll see if I can't talk about something else. We have a joining special that starts tomorrow. If you have ever considered joining Stampin' Up, this is the month to do it. We are celebrating 35 years of Stampin' Up, so you can get $35 off your starter fee. So instead of $99, it'll be $64.35. This is US numbers, by the way. I know I have a handful of non-US viewers. But you'll still get $125 worth of products. You'll get your business products, which are order forms and catalogs and whatnot. You'll get a free paper pumpkin, a past paper pumpkin. And the extra bonus, $77. And yes, I paid $77 to attend our Onstage at Home event. It's our convention that is coming up in November 11th. And you get to join that event for free. And like I said, I paid $77 because it's going to be an awesome event. If you live in Minnesota near the Twin Cities, you are welcome to join me and my team leader, Kristen, at Kristen's house. So it will not be on stage at home. It will be on stage at Kristen's. So that was choice number one. 35% off your starter kit instead of $99 at $64.35, or you can get 35% more of Stampin' Up! Products in your starter kit. So instead of $125 worth of products, you get $168, I believe. I don't remember the number. I do have a blog post on my website already at northstarstamper.com with all these numbers. So check that out. If you've ever considered joining, now is the time to do it. We'd love to have you on the Polaris stamping team. And we have lots of fun. A lot of my team is here. Actually, most of my team is here today. Thank you for joining me. If you're still here. You were here. All right. Kathy loves number 3 too. So again, this is 1/3 of my wild wheat jute trim, they call it. So I just pulled it apart, and I'm going to make a bow. That's kind of a sloppy bow, but I think I like it. I'm going to leave it just like that and put it right there. More glue dots. Just put a couple of them right where I want it. And this is how I put all my adhesives and stuff while I'm crafting. And this is going to go right there where my glue dots are. I need a glue dot under there. It's sticking up. So, the other thing about being on my team, I didn't take the liner off this, is I am a certified life coach. And so I've been wanting to use my life coaching skills in my business. So I'd be able to help you with your business. Or if you just want to join and be a happy discount shopper, that works too. So we can talk about that. So these are our 3 card designs. So with a bigger order, you'll get 2 of these card kits. So that's $50. You'll get all 6 card kits. With $35, you'll get 4 card kits. And what do we think? Let's see. Which were which? I'm rearranging them. I don't know if you can tell. I think I need to pull out a little bit. Let me pull out my camera a little bit. So the ones on the bottom are the ones we did tonight. And the ones on the top were my samples that I made before. So thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. I don't know. I think I do like the multicolored leaves. I do like the wild wheat on my pumpkins there. And I like both of these. I don't know. So thank you for joining me. Let me see if you have questions. And if I missed you and I didn't say hello, I apologize. I know that's frustrating when you think, I bothered to watch. But thank you, thank you. All right. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I see some of you are still here. Thanks for joining me. Happy stamping. Let me know if I can help you with any Stampin' Up! Questions or whatever. Have a great week, and I will be with you again next Monday. And I'll see you online, too. I think we're good. Let me make sure. Okay, thanks. Bye, everybody.